other than someone else. What brings you near? Can't say that I recall anything important, nothing at all. Not so much as a memory comes to mind. Not so much as a postcard delivered in time. Have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again? Maybe it's the wrong time to come around here. I got my own life, you made it so clear. The day you left me, not one single tear. At least that I recall. You had your back turned when the rain began to fall. Not so much as a memory comes to mind. Not so much as a postcard delivered in time. Have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again? Can't you see what you've done to me? Broken pieces of a dream you can't see. Not so much as a memory comes to mind. Not so much as a postcard delivered in time. And have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again?
And hello, welcome to Outside the Box, exposing legal name fraud across this fucked up planet. Yeah. Yeah, Emma Kate, Katie Emma, kateofgaia, Emma Swan, whatever. TikTok, here I rock. That's it. The rock, whatever. Hi, it's me. You know me. Yeah, you can call, oh, don't worry. Go ahead, prove that Kate's my name. I've been called all sorts of things. True fucking story. And it ranges from the most beautiful to the most heinous things. Oh, yeah. I can be all of those things to you. It just depends on how you look at me. Truth's a bitch, eh? That's what you're screaming about, not me. You think it's me. That's an ego program. Yeah, do the math on it, will you, please? Jesus Christ. No, I got to tell you, I tell you a lot of things. As sad as it is, and as funny and as hilarious as it is, I find myself reading post after post, comment after comment of a few adults, and of course mostly children, crying about, they took my dolly, your child, whatever. They took my house. You play house. They took my truck. Your little play trucks and they took my toys. Yeah. They didn't take anything. Gave it away. There's a big fucking pill, eh? For parents that are wondering about their kids, well, hey, maybe you should expose the fact that you were deceived into registering them because of the legal name fraud. Set your child free, That's because you set yourself free first. You got to break free of the mom and dad third-party interloping contract that you apparently think you have something to fucking do with. By choice. After 18, it's all your choice on this planet. Age majority, The majority of demons do that. Little pieces of paper id in their hands and little pieces of paper in their minds called, I think I'm that. You think, therefore you are. So I pinned a new video. Carries the same message, not quite as stark, for the gutless, can't handle their own crimes type of people. Video of a couple of children picking through bread. Thanks, Bill. And telling of their story, and I can probably find worse situations for children to be in out there, like the one that was up before. The absolute worst situation, child's face blown apart because of legal name fraud and your willingness to suck on Lucifer's cock to be it. Idol worship. That's just a demon. You are the fallen ones. I cast you. and I'll tell you, you get blocked from me, you are cast from heaven. You find your own motherfucking way back. You ain't going to get through me. So you better get your shit right. Because you ain't getting past me. You ain't getting past me. I'll give you an example of this slothful bullshit humanity reality that people seem to think that they can be okay with. All right, so let's watch the video of the two children. It's about 3 minutes or so of the two children picking through bread while their mom ran out. Again, you want to see legal name fraud? It's even talked about with these two kids. Fucking paper is making these kids starve. Mom ran off the registration papers, and Dad can't find anything to get ID, so can't get any help. Yeah. It's okay, child. There's me and a handful of others. We care enough. We're grateful enough. I'll stand there right with you, child, and you'll be in my arms, too. And the rest of the demons that make that happen, love, don't worry, Mama's going to burn them to hell. True story. Time's up. We're going to go through the 7 deadly sins tonight, just in case you supposed adults think you're all grown up when you're just really running around a planet like a bunch of fucking sex-crazed, drunken fools. For the most part, the people I know around this table, present company aside, we're the ones actually trying to do that, get rid of that shit. Yeah. Okay. Here's an atypical, here's the post that I put up, and it's pinned there. When you come into this kateofgaia discussion group with some form of legal bullshit remedy, you're a motherfucking demon, and you're banned permanently. And by the way, when I tell someone the truth and you think that you need to be sarcastic, I apologize, lose the name, your kids will come home. It's actually a true statement, you motherfucker, and you're banned permanently for it, Adam Scott. Same with this other whiny cunt. What's his name? Yeah. That's why I'm doing the 7 deadly sins. You guys are very motivating in this. You're still not seeing the child, are you? Still seeing your own motherfucking reflection, aren't you? Yeah, the ego one. Because you ain't seeing the true one. When you see the true one, you'll only see the child. That's how I know if you're awake or not. Yeah, here's a typical fucking bullshit post, okay? See these, By the way, I saw someone had shared a link or whatever with an upside-down American flag. You might want to get rid of that icon that you're promoting to dead people, to keep them dead, thinking that that's something real. You know, just these little things that pop up. If you're promoting anything system, using any of their flags or, you know, mottos or any military, whatever, if you're using any of that stuff, you're a fucking demon worshiper. And you're promoting it. You might as well go hang out with Alex Jones. Don't hang around on my fucking page. So here, now keep in mind, two children picking through crumbs in a dirty, filthy fucking street. 10-year-old little girl and her younger brother being interviewed. I didn't see the interviewer, by the way. Who knows if they did or not, but I didn't see them offering up some bread while these children... I guess they were just entertained by the fact that children were picking through fucking bread. And guaranteed the camera person, they're not people. No, not a chance. Not a fucking hope in hell that that's a people. The mere fact that documentary kind of footage exists is because of that monkey behind the camera. I didn't hear that commentator mention legal name fraud is causing this once, did you? Because if you ain't hearing it, you got a liar on your hands. A deceived, delusional, caught in the matrix, demon liar. Because when you tell them about the truth, there is no denying this. Well, you can, demon. There's no way on this fucking earth that you can disprove it. Sorry, when you hit the magic realms, you just sort of know this. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what I'm saying because you haven't hit that yet. Because you're still worried about yourself. And, you know, good thing that these children have all fucking day to wait for you. Here we go. I hope the losethename.com site will be easier to get through when I have the time and internet to read it. Well, it seems to me you're wasting a little bit of time here posting your whiny fucking story on Facebook. Looks to me like you have internet, liar. Apparently you have the time. It only takes a second to download it to your computer. You don't need internet once it's downloaded. You could have downloaded about 30 essays in about the fucking time that you took to write this. Liar. I'm just going to tell you the truth. You can't handle it, and you can take your hope and shove it up your ass. Because I've seen you whine it at me a few times. Even after this. Moron. Tahuna. Yeah. Fucking Hyde family? Yeah. Mr. Hyde, you know what that is, right? Dr. Jekyll, the good doctor. Mr. Hyde, nasty motherfucker. Look at your own anagogics, buddy. That's the war of the ego, the good versus evil allegory. It's like the Jesus and Satan in the desert one. It's the same one, you know. Same one as the brothers throwing Joseph into the hole and selling him into slavery. You know, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, good guy, bad guy thing. You know, within you. Good wolf, evil wolf, you know. Even the not I haves, natives, I think you pronounce it. Yeah, the not I haves, the tied up, right? They even have a story of Jesus. Good wolf, bad wolf. Which one do you feed? Satan, Lucifer, or benevolence, Christ mind? Really simple, isn't it? Apparently not. Apparently I'm dealing with a bunch of over 18 fucking buffoon children that are too interested in getting their toys back. You gave them away, stupid. Yeah. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God, I think. Romans 3:23 or something. Yeah. I used the legal name once, too. Didn't know it was fraud. As soon as I found out, I stopped doing that. And then I found out it had nothing to do with me. That was Mom and Dad's contract with the Crown, nothing to do with me. I showed up after the fact. You know, that's like the bank robbers. Here's an analogy of it. That's like the bank robbers. Drive down the street, get surrounded by cops, and you're on the sidewalk, and you walk over, and you get in the car with them. Would you do that? Hey, there's some bank robbers over there. I better go get in the car and be guilty by association. Would you do that? Every time you use a legal name, you do. Fucking retards. Oh yeah, there's a car. Oh yeah, that's a good maneuver. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep getting in the car, monkeys. Anyway, I hope to lose a name. Oh well, I'm sorry if it's not. You know, people haven't put enough of their life out for you. Apparently, these children don't fucking matter either. Right? Oh, but that's not enough. Got to get in there and justify it, right? This discussion group haven't discussed anything. Liar. And, well, it doesn't discuss how to take care of Tahuna's bottom, to wipe your bottom with little baby wipes and make sure you're spoon-fed with your little bibby on in your little high chair, spoon-feeding you and making sure that everything's taken care of you. Oh, honey, what cereal do you want? Do you want this one? Yeah, that's going to fucking happen around this table. Yeah. Yeah. Grown up? I mean, I can understand that from a child. Totally. Hi, honey, what do you need? Because a child, you know, for the most part, in the most literal sense, needs a little help along the way, yeah? You might want to get out of that state of mind. You're just a bunch of fucking grown-ups walking around with diapers on, expecting everybody else, the state and the church, to change them for you. And then when you get your fucking wrist slapped for idol worshiping, you know, a little fine here, a little ticket there, that's what you're getting fined for your idol worship. It's got nothing to do with a ticket. That was proven out. There was no ticket. There was no parking ticket for the judge bows. There wasn't a ticket. It didn't exist. They made it up. They just wanted to get me in to test me. Had to make something up. I didn't even fucking know about it till I got there. These fucking demons make shit up as they go. Expect you to be stupid. Well, apparently you are. Apparently you are. You are that fucking stupid. Don't look at me. Don't cry at me. We'll get to the vices in a minute. Oh, yeah, I told you to be a fiery one tonight. Posted that earlier. Anyway. This site will be easier to get through when I have the time and internet to read it. This discussion group haven't discussed anything, and the aggressive attitudes are unnecessary. Apparently not, because we tried to tell you nice. You fucking monkey. I'm well aware of the legal name fraud. No, you're not. No, you're not, you liar. And just looking to connect to others to change your diaper? No. With like minds. No, we don't have like minds like that. You want that, you go to Dave Icke's site, and you go to Jordan Maxwell's site, and Santa Bonacci's site, and fucking Alex Jones' site. Oh, yeah, you'll have like minds there. They all want to stay in the literal monkey chatter as well, and bitch and complain, you know, about their own stupidity. Maybe catch in the future, maybe not. You want to throw a dad in there, let me finish it for you. Maybe catch in the future, maybe not. Well, you're the one that said maybe. I'm just going to go along and say, yeah, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. You say, I don't know. That's up to you. Me, I have no doubt about it. You will or you won't. Not my choice. There you go. Because if you truly were aware of the legal name fraud, you wouldn't see aggressiveness, just a passion to save the child. Big difference. And go ahead, asshole. Compare me to fucking Alex Jones one more time. Capiche? I don't see Alex talking about the legal name fraud, worrying about the kids. All I see him doing is promoting fear porn. So you take your fucking ego and go adjust it a little bit. You want to dance with Kate, you're going to fucking dance. You're going to make a claim. Then you get to this fucking table. I'll dance with you. What are you afraid of, a little dragon? Yeah, it's just a passion to save the child. That's what you're going to run into, the dragon mama bear. Yeah, so watch the little video. Then compare me to Alex Jones again. I fucking dare ya. Because I'll be just as quick to kick your ass off, too. I'm not interested in assholes. I'm not interested in opinions. I am interested in truth. Save the child, you see? It doesn't get any clearer with me. Time is short. Fuck around. Go ahead. Dare you. Right now, fucking dare you to fuck around. Because really all you've been doing your whole life is fucking around, isn't it? Isn't that what you've been doing? Just fucking around here, fucking around there, fucking around with this, fucking around with that, fucking around with this idea, fucking around with that idea, fucking around with this idea, fucking around with that system. That's all you've been doing your whole life, just fucking around. Fucking around. And that's why I love Bill Donahue. Thanks, Bill, for taking care of that crowd. They couldn't handle me. You got yours, I got mine. You see? Teamwork. Shoulder to shoulder, kid. Get the word out. Oh, I can do it exactly the same way as Bill does. Totally I can. I'd be a little hazard to think that he might not like to be able to do it the way I do it, my way too, right? I just choose to be. Oh. Talk to everybody. You know, kind of 11 level playing field. 11 duality playing field. I'll play your duality. It's the only way you're going to see yourself, you know. I love coming in with the calm one sense. Common sense, calm one. Oh. Velvet Dragon is my most favorite place to be. But we've been nice about it, haven't we? Hi, honey. Legal. Here it is. This one satiates the little babies that love to... Oh, talk to me nice, Katie. Okay, here. I'll talk to you nice. Legal name is fraud. You are murdering children. You were guilty by association. You're climbing into the bank car after the robbery. And then you're trying to say it's not me. Well, what are you doing in the car? I saw you walk over and get in the car. You used the legal name, did you? Now, that's for the ones that are still worshiping it. Those that are actually getting the word out and are in Babylon, have jobs, stuff like that, yeah, they're free and clear. Because they're not being the legal name, they're using the tool. See, that's the difference. You're either being the tool or using it. Are you being the tool or using it? That will separate you out of and not in Babylon at the same time. If you're still being the tool, you are in and of Babylon. Nothing I can do for you. It's a very subtle difference. Worlds apart, though. If you're getting the word out about legal name fraud, doing what you need to do to get, just do your best. I'm not saying write 1 million essays a day. No. Can you share with something? Can you say, hey, how's it going? Hey, have you heard about the legal name fraud? Google it. Is that too hard? It can go from there to, kind of shit that we do. Set up websites, spend countless fucking hours on air, writing essays, getting our lives shredded. And there's something else, too. People have this fucking morbid curiosity about my experience in my life, okay? If you want that, I've already talked about it. In morbid fucking detail, you can actually get me in the ego moments during it, too, to give you a real understanding of the turmoil that I do not bring to this table. You see, the whole quest here is so that you don't have to experience that. Why would I keep talking about it? If you want to grovel in it, go ahead. My whole life is on air to hear. Step by grueling fucking step. I already lived it. Already shared it countless times. I'm done. Let's go back to the video, the children starving, shall we? Let's go back to the picture of and the real life fact of children being buried in rubble in Palestine, of children having their faces shot off in Libya and all points of this planet. Let's go there. And if you want to see where Kate's fire is, you'll see me standing there, and I'm looking at you going, yeah? Well, sorry, you fucking gluttonous pigs, on your way up to the buffet of life to make sure your face is filled with whatever it is, and you drop the knife and put it through the throat of a child. Oh, oops. Pick it up, wipe it off, and carry on your merry way. Don't forget to wipe your feet on the kid, eh? You want me to go gentle into this good night? Lazy fuck. Everything else I'll tell you, here it is. If you truly were aware of the legal name fraud, you wouldn't see aggressiveness, just a passion to save the child. Everything else is one's pitiful and selfish fucking ego. You will not connect with others on this path until you get your own lazy ass on it, i.e., read the essays. Good thing I wasn't waiting for you to write them, lazy fuck. You know, here's the legal name fucking ego humanity. They show up to the buffet table and they want fucking room service. They're sitting at a 12-course meal, 13 with the dessert, right? Truth. Everything under the sun you can imagine has been laid out on this table. The life experiences of myself and how many others? Can't count them. To prove the legal name fraud, to be the bane of humanity, the slaughtering, the demon worship of humanity. And you have the audacity when I have the time and internet to read it? Well, it seems to me that you had both right there. Both the time, it's there, and the internet. Facebook's on the internet. That's how I got it. Let's just say it right. This discussion group hasn't. It hasn't, not haven't. I get the V though. I know what you're creating. Careful, your mistakes are my truths. I see you. This discussion group hasn't discussed anything that I want to talk about how to get my life all better and fuck those children. No, we haven't actually. Quite the opposite. So let's get into the 7 deadly sins, shall we? And I do understand, oh my God. Hey, did an I Ching today. Go figure. The mother is 3 years without her children. Yeah, 3 years ago, right after my children got ripped from me, not because of any legal reason. There was no legal reason to separate us. It was all choice. And it's a little difficult to make a balanced choice after you've been terrorized by demons, raiding your home with guns and stuff. You know, destroying your life, stealing your home. See it from the eyes of the children, shall you? And then be the one that's getting blamed for it, when you know full well the truth. And then be kidnapped before that to make damn sure that you can't intervene, and you know you can. And it's not because to fight, it's to just be there and go, hey, see ya. Wouldn't come near the place. Wouldn't come near the place. Oh, yeah. That's all detailed, so if you want to find out about Kate's life, go and listen to it. I'm done. Because I'll tell you, that's nothing compared to what those children endure on a daily basis. So why would I bring it up? The only time I do is to give you a comparison, to give you a contrast. Hey, would you like to never experience these experiences that I and many others, Mike McLean and others, Strawberry, that have went through? It's the only reason they're there, to tell you what you don't want. If you do want that, then fuck off. Don't listen to us. Don't read the essays. Don't get in the now. Fuck that. Stay along with your Luciferian masters. You dead little meat sticks, little paper dolls, fucking zombies you're walking around. You think you're alive. Oh, I've got a body, I'm alive. No, you're not. No, you don't. No, you're consuming creation to your own death. Parasite. And that's not an opinion. That's not a judgment. That's a fact. What you make of it, well, that's going to be an emotional ego response if you still have that. If you're still being a tool instead of using it. But I'll tell you, if you want to talk to me, you better make some motherfucking sense. For those that get caught up in these quagmires, Get caught up in their... I get it. Your kids being taken. Shit being... Your life being destroyed. Let's just... In the most North American, oh, woe is me, I don't get my fucking latte this week mentality. Big loss, eh? There's your North American mentality. Well, I better have enough for the weekend. Better grab my clutch purse and high heels and go out and get fucking tanked at the local bar, scream at the boyfriend hubby and get arrested for it, and yeah, okay. And still not get it. Fuck. I got a job to do, you know? So take your personalities and shove them up your ass, because that's all they are, persons, by the sun. Those are just by reflection. Your reflection. That's all demons do. That's all an ego is. It's a reflection. It's a mimic. I can mimic any fucking reflection you want out there. And guess what? Be fully aware that I'm doing it. Are you? Or are you caught in a rage? Are you caught in an emotional defense mechanism? I got one, truth. That one's easy to trigger. This whole reality triggers it. And I'll come in at you like lightning. Get one past me? Yeah, good luck. Eyes on the prize, crosshairs on the child, kids. The life itself. You know, the reflection of the crosshairs on the child from my spiritual reality, it's the physical fucking crosshairs on your forehead and the physical. It's coming. It's up to you to turn the scope around. Not me. Not me. Because you ain't working to get shit done for the kids, and don't expect me to do anything for you, because I've already done everything I could. And I'm still trying my best. I'll tell you something about these starving children, murdered children, this whole bullshit reality that you're caught up in, the stealing of children and everything else. You see, this is how fucking small you've become. You've become so tiny, tiny small that you think you can't change the entire reality around you. You know, the world, in a thought, actually you can. I've proven it many times. There's many at this table that have proved it many times. Don't you hear us talking about the big effects that are out there showing up in the literal from our causal of changing these things? You know, systems collapsing, everything coming down, everything lining up, everything ties together. It's all in perfect order, all on perfect track. I will get into the John Wick movie. Thank you to whoever mentioned that to me. I finally got to it. Yeah, the boogeyman. Katie, yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Just a coincidence that the dog's name was Daisy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought, too. Not. But anyway. Here's your 7 deadly sins, assholes. You know, you hear these monkeys talking about 7 chakras, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 days of the week, 7 sisters of the Pleiades. These are the bindings of Orion. The virtues are the 7 sisters. Stir is divine feminine spirit, okay? It's not a vagina. It's a creational concept. Duh. I'll let that sink in. You know, line up with your thinking. 7 C's. What do you see in yourself? Yeah. Wait for it to click. It's a concept. It's not a literal. It's an energetic. It will either be about the intention or creation in the spiritual sense, the ebb and the flow, the penis and the vagina in the spiritual sense of creation, not a bunch of fucking people going at each other, Okay? Humanity has been divided in its reality. One more night, eh, Katie? Yep, one more night for the kids, absolutely. The 7 deadly sins, also known as the capital vices. Yeah. Aren't they just? Or cardinal sins, you know, the 4 faces of man. Cardinal points. Aries, there's anger, you know. Yeah. Fucking do the math. I wish Santa would have figured this out. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's a classification of vices. Part of Christian ethics. Yeah, they're pretty consciousness thick. Christian ethics. Consciousness, right? Or consciousness, consciousness of the bridge duality, I see. In plural. Ethics. Depends what path you walk. Christians are walking legal name mark of the beast path, though, straight to hell, though. Anyway, is a classification of vices, or Christian ethics, part of, that has been used since early Christian times to educate and instruct Christians concerning fallen humanity's tendency to sin. Tendency? You fucking kidding me? Tendency to sin? Fucking love that shit. Walk into a Walmart, you'll see it. You walk into a church, you'll see it. Walk into a fucking neighborhood, you'll see it. In the currently recognized version, well, we're going to change the currently recognized version here and fucking now, okay? You won't recognize this at all. But you might recognize yourself, because that's where I'm going. The sins are usually given as wrath, greed, sloth, pride, lust, envy, and gluttony. Each is a form of idolatry of self. Idol worship. ID. Wherein the subjective reigns over the objective. Funny how that's right there in Wikipedia. Funny that I've been talking about that. Is literally the first time I've ever seen it in that order. That blatantly. Never noticed it. Notice it now, though, huh? Each is a form of idolatry of self, wherein the subjective reigns over the objective. You know about stating your objective? Legal name fraud. This is how I'm going to show it play out in the anagogic using this. Legal name fraud equals why shit, all evil happens. True story. And when you finally see it, you'll see it. And if you don't see it, it's not because it's not true, it's because you're not you just yet. You're still trapped in a, scary paper. Shut up. Breathe. Come on, you're smart. What do you got to be afraid of? The Catholic Church divides sin into 2 categories. Venial sins, in which guilt is relatively minor, and the more severe mortal sins. They're all sins to me. I mean, really, using a piece of ID seems pretty venial to me, doesn't it? Seems venial to you. All of humanity's been doing it. Very venial, isn't it? It's a mortal sin. Venial and mortal are the same thing. See, what they're trying to do is make one evil lesser or greater than another, when evil is simply what evil is. Evil in all its forms. End of. You're going to put evil into subcategories and expect evil to be gone? Well, I mean, you started off telling your kids bullshit stories about Santa Claus, and then reinforcing that lie, saying, it's okay, Mommy and Daddy will lie to you, and we'll even give you presents to do it, to give them the idea that they're going to be good little Luciferians and get rewarded for lying like Mom and Dad. Kind of venial. Is that clear enough? Probably not. Certainly not for the mortal and venial sinning fucking, what do you hear? See if you can spot your own self in this shit as I did and fixed it. Get rid of it. According to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, a mortal or deadly sin is believed to destroy the life of grace and charity within a person. Oh, yeah. So tell me what's not mortal and deadly about the legal name fraud that has you dead in the motherfucking grave. Go ahead, Church. Catechism. How about this? How about a KDC-ism? This depends on how you pronounce it, assholes. But I see what is me in the spirit of the law of truth and consciousness. Yeah, that's a Kate-I-C-ism. Catechism. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you this right now. The legal name is the schism of death. Mortal sin by attacking the vital principle within us. Legal name is that, yes. That is charity. Charity? Ki-ro-I-T. Yes, E. The Christ consciousness in the womb of creation itself and the law of truth consciousness. For those that don't speak Phoenician, that's what charity translates into. Or its opposite. Char. Fish. Charred wood. Car. Drive one. Of the self in the crucified consciousness. Ki-ro-I-T. Char-I-T-E. Completely opposite. Same sound, though, eh? Well, the same spell, but certainly not the same sound. Sort your sounds out, kids. You're caught in a spell. Necessitates a new initiative of God's mercy, like somehow God's outside of you. And a conversion of heart, that's within you, which is normally accomplished with the setting of the sacrament of reconciliation. Fuck your sacraments. Fuck your breath mints. Fuck your parliaments, your governments, and your bullshit mints. You know the ones that make coins? The high priests of the Lucifer reality? They're called mints, aren't they? Royal mints. Pure poison. According to Catholic moral thought, yeah, moral my ass, the 7 deadly sins are not discrete from other sins, but are instead the origin or the capital. Well, let's get past this bullshit of literal monkey chatter. Just wanted to share enough of it to show you how much bullshit you're reading and taking literally. Best stop doing that. Get to the essays. Give you some eyes to see this. You'll have way more fun. You'll see infinitely more than that pigeonholed, blocked keyhole, looking out your asshole while you're filling your fucking mouth hole reality. In the book of Proverbs 6:16-19. Hey, look, it looks like the birthday's already passed. June 15th? Oh, June 16th to 19th. Hey, Rob, looks like we picked you up on this side of it. As within, so without, as above, so below. But then, you know, when you're not in the anagogic, you'll never spot your own life experience in others because you don't care enough about others, of course, because you don't care enough about yourself. Why the fuck would anyone care about you? You don't. So don't cry to anybody. I've learned throughout my life there have been very, 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 very few people that actually fucking cared about me. I've known lots and lots and lots and lots of people that cared about me because of what I could provide. As soon as that was gone, woo! Hey, where'd everybody go? Well, you're empty, Kate, so we have to go and parasite somebody else. Yeah. I know. It's a Lucifer thing with I know, I get it. It's why you're too busy parasiting everybody else. It's because you're parroting everybody else. Parroting, garroting, either way you lose your throat in duality, you know? Cheese wire yourself, will you? Here, let's go down the list. In the book of Proverbs 6:16-19, among the verses, see, this is where I love Bill, because he can do this way better than me, but I kind of do it In the very literal sense, I do it from an anagogic. So between the two of us, whoa, what a gift he has given. I just opened it. Nice bows too, Bill. Thanks. Wraps them up and everything. In the book of Proverbs, 6:16-19, among the verses traditionally associated with King Solomon, Keys of Solomon. Ooh. Oh no, that's Illuminati. Oh, yeah, I know. Monkey. It states that the Lord specifically regards 6 things. Light or dark. Yeah, the duality specifically regards 6 things the duality hateth. And 7 that are an abomination unto him. Hem is feminine, by the way. Him. It's Hebrew. Yes, that's right. Hebrew. Hebrew. I'll give you a sec. 1. I'll try this one. Namely, there it is. Namely, name of Lucifer consciousness. This is the name of Lucifer consciousness. Namely, 1. A proud look. You smug bastards. Is that a brand new Ferrari? Wow, look at you. You must be proud of your kids in the military. You a proud mom and dad? Oh, look how well Junior did at school with the programming. Did you put your hand up today to make sure that you were counted amongst the dead, Billy? Yes, Mommy. Just like you. Because that's what Mommy taught them. That's what Daddy taught them. Because Mommy and Daddy didn't know any better. But here's the trick, Junior. Mommy and Daddy right now know better. If you've ever heard my voice, Mommy and Daddy knows better, don't you? Or don't you? Proud look indeed. Try this one on. 2, a lying tongue. Got ID? Yeah, liar. That's a lying tongue. You don't know who you are. Got ID? Can you see yourself in the mirror? ID? The self in the mirror of half the whole? If you say yes, look at that. Good and evil at the same time. Truth will make you out to be a liar if you're a liar. Every time. And there's nothing I can say or do about it. Why would I? That would be a lie. See, here's the thing that people don't get. Guess what? I have to accept the truth the same as you. Yes, I do. Been through a few things, too. And still you don't believe. How many people have been through enough out there that have shown this? You know what's going on. You don't need to believe. Just like myself, you know. Why? Because you experienced it. Oh, geez, as a matter of fact, Kate was on to something. Yes, I was. Don't mind me if I shared it. For free, but apparently you don't have the fucking time or the internet. Neither do I. Funny that. Fuck off. I already took the time. 2, a lying tongue. Everything about legal name says you are a motherfucking liar. 3, hands that shed innocent blood. Do I need to go back into that one? Don't mind me while I guard that child while you're on your way to the buffet. And sorry about that chainsaw that went through your fucking when the bow breaks moment at your waist as I kick you off the fucking shelf into the bottomless pit. Sure to fucking tell ya. How about this one? 4, a heart that devises wicked plots. Ever been in a courtroom? There's no heart in there. Or in a church. It's all about wicked plots. Here, let's teach humanity that this plastic dead thing on a wooden cross up at the front of the room is going to be their savior. And they're going to believe us. I'd call that a wicked plot. What would you call it? I'd call any deception a wicked plot, wouldn't you? Church and state, the greatest deception upon the soul of mankind. So you're going to walk around as, complete in self, as whole, or you're going to walk around like your typical legal name meat stick fucking reality gluttonous pig asshole. Because that's what you are. 5, feet that are swift to run into mischief. Aren't you just? Just can't wait, can you? Let's run in and make sure the forms are signed. Let's run in and make sure this is done. Let's make sure we never stand in truth at all, to ever test our own self. Why would you do that? You might find out how strong you are. 6, a deceitful witness that uttereth lies. Oh, my. Oh, my. Again, ever been to church or court? Ever went to school? What do you think the teachers are teaching? Teaching you all about their murdering war heroes. Teaching you all about, what is history? It's a fucking collection of where people murdered each other. And where? And when? This group of people murdered this group of people back in 17-something, and this group of people kept murdering this group of people back in 18-something, and this group of people, this was the war hero, and this was the one that, you know, no deception there, eh? Yeah, make sure you send him to school tomorrow, eh? Pack a lunch and everything. Don't forget to put a fucking Luger in there, and they might consider just popping one in their head when they get there, because you might as well do it for them. You got your own 9mm penis extension. Better put that away, huh? 7, are we having fun yet? I'm having a great time. I just love truth. Cold, hard, and right to the point. 7, him that soweth discord among brethren. Oh, yeah. That one's for all you Kate haters. Go ahead, sow the discord. At least my path is synonymous. My name and others' names are synonymous with truth. Sow all the discord you want. Because I'll tell you, discord's going to be the one wrapped around your fucking neck, and you're going to hang from it just before I cut it and you drop into the bottomless pit and disappear forever. Better yet, I'll ask the kids to come over and say, hey, this is the one that was... Yeah, you can pull the lever there. See? Next. And this time by the Epistle to the Galatians, 5:19-21, includes more of the traditional 7 sins, although the list is substantially longer. Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. I love that word. Where do they... I know, I can break it down, and that's where they came up with it, but please. Why don't you just write pig? Pig works, right? Idolatry, sorcery, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. It's a pretty good list, huh? The problem is, you got one of those, you got them all. Oh, man. Gotta hate that one sin, eh? That original sin. Any one of those will do you in. Connects you to every other. That's the bank robber's car right there. Go ahead, get in with sedition. Don't worry, you'll be surrounded by fornication, adultery, drunkenness, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, heresies. Oh yeah. Don't worry, the whole fucking gang's in there. Come on in. Just pick one. Just be one of those. Get a grip on your reality, okay? And for those that are real nervous, hey, you know that you got the adultery, fornication, uncleanness, that stuff, lechery, whatever. You are grown up. Just don't have Saturn's ring rule you. There's nothing wrong with a little playtime. Just don't let it own you, you know? Capiche? There you go. Don't let any of these own you. If one of them owns you, the rest own you. Control them all, remove them all, destroys them all. Since the Apostle Paul goes on to say that the persons who practice these sins shall not inherit the kingdom of God, well, coming from someone that actually spun the church backwards, shall not inherit the kingdom of God, they are usually listed as possible mortal sins rather than capital vices. See, look, if you want to categorize sin and evil, you're trying to justify one evil as lesser or greater than another. Evil is an intent to harm. Knowing intent to harm. And when that knowing intent is brought to mind due to the fact that you were living in ignorance of the actual harm you certainly didn't intend to harm, unless you did, if you continue to be, in of and worship this beast, then you intend to harm. It's a choice. You've made a choice. Or you can make a choice to step out. You can still be in. This is the biggest war that people have within themselves. Once you know and you're making the effort to get word out to others, that's when you can dance in Babylon all you want. I don't care. Because at that point, you're using the whore's fucking, the whore's very system to destroy it. You're using the evil to destroy it. You're not walking blindly through life self-serving, are you? Big difference. If you can't see that difference in yourself, you still got some looking to do. You know what your intent is. Get the word out. That's it. Be in whatever experience it is that you're in to get the word out. How the fuck do you think we got word out to cops and lawyers and judges and military and all the rest of it? Those within those structures got the message and can use that game piece they're in to get word to others. And I don't care if you're working in a fucking coffee shop or a factory or a warehouse or a fucking ammunition place. Get the fucking word out. Until you cannot stomach that reality any longer. Don't worry. The stomach gets very weak very fast. You move away very quickly. And all of a sudden, the solution starts showing up like magic, Kate. Yeah, I know. You got to make the choice first, though. Or you can be like Satsang's little fucking Punch and Judy clown that's coming back at him. But I want to see proof first before I make a move. Yeah, you want action, action, action. You hear this fucker? He's looking at the camera. Look at how good I am at being ego star. Yeah, put that motherfucker on the couch in front of Kate, and we'll see how he does with the legal name fraud. See if he can let go of that motherfucker. And then you'll hear him say something like, but Kate, I need fucking proof before I do something. Yeah, I know. I know exactly who you are. Because you're the one condemning the one that needs the proof. That tells me that you do. Not the other guy. He's just shitting himself. You see the difference? Yeah. 7 deadly sins. Gluttony. Fornication. Lust. See, there's a difference. Hanging out with your partner on occasion, that's not lust. That's just hanging out. It's when you make it every fucking thought and point of your day. It's when that's all that's on your mind. That's all you're focused on. I wouldn't want to work at a porn shop. A little hard to get away from that, eh? You might want to think of a different career path. Well, if you're a demon, hang out. You're probably having a great time. TikTok. Time's up. Yeah, gluttony. Gluttony is simply defined as how much can I put in my face more than anybody else? How much of, whether it's material wealth, I've got gluttony. I've got the biggest house on the street. Gluttony. I've got the biggest belly on the street. Gluttony. I've got the biggest this and that. It's greed. Just pure fucking self-serving, self-idol worshipping greed. As long as you've got, fuck everybody else. You must have that. Fuck the child. Those two kids starving, picking up fucking breadcrumbs. Seriously? Yeah. How about you use that as a nice little mirror? You understand now when I say abundance? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I've never been more abundant. Oh, but Kate, what about your house and your car and your... That wasn't abundance. That was the illusion of it. Question. Geez, Kate, well, wouldn't you like to be home with your family? Yes, I would. Absolutely. That's not what creation had in mind for me. It had something bigger and better in mind for me. Because the home I'm making, the true home, isn't a bunch of fucking bricks on a street somewhere. No, the home I'm building is a whole lot better than that. But if you got a legal name, you'll still be stuck in a fucking frame box thinking that's home. Oh, I went ahead and I prepared a mansion in my Father's house, in my heart. You should see the place. Gluttony and greed, two of the same things. There it comes up in avaritia, avarice or greed. Greed and gluttony, same thing. You can't have one without the other. Superbia, hubris and pride. And that's what a lot of people mistake with me. They mistake my passion with that. They mistake my rage at ignorance and rage against evil and harm against humanity and all of consciousness itself. They mistake this passion with hubris and pride. We'll tell you what, you should maybe get a little hubris on this one. Maybe stand up for the kid. Hey, fucker, legal name fraud, get it done. You know, throw a little hubris that way. How about a little pride? My efforts saved a child today. Just depends on how you're looking at it. From the in absolute gratitude of abundance point of view, or your typical legal name fucking gluttonous pig, fuck anything on two legs, slam dunk, what can I steal, fucking rape pillage today, fuck the kids starving, as long as I got my fucking buffet. Give me the butter knife that I put through your eye, kid, I want that back. Poof. Wipe it off on your fucking pants and kick the child to the ground. That's how I see you. That's how heaven sees you. That's how creation sees you. The real question is, how the fuck do you see you? And how the fuck can you stomach you looking in that mirror? Only a demon could. So don't be surprised if you're not that disgusted with yourself. I was, with me. And fuck, I wasn't that bad, as far as I can tell, compared to, in contrast to things. Wasn't going out of my way to save the child, but I sure wasn't going out of my way to rip the fucking pants off some choir boy in the back of a church like these rabbi pedo fucking imam priests want to do. So in that contrast, no, I'm not so bad, Certainly didn't want to harm any children. Oh my God. Legal name says you're slaughtering them. How about this one? Just like, but Kate, would you? Did someone steal your toys that you gave away? They didn't steal shit. What they did was they deceived you out of it. Yeah, you want to know how to bring that reality back, the non-deception reality? Make them aware of the legal name fraud. It's bringing the house down, kids. Have you noticed? Me, I have. Oh, many of us are. How about tristitia, sorrow, despair, despondency. Oh, yeah. Like I said, you want to hear that part of my life story, listen back a few years and you'll hear it. Right about this time of year, right after the... and it wasn't even so much sorrow and despondency. The only thing I was concerned about was making sure I was able to stay at the helm. That was my despondency. I had to work out my own emotions of, having my family completely ripped apart. Oh, I had to go. That's none of your motherfucking business. You can make it yours. I put it on the air. But it really is none of your fucking business. You are your fucking business. I am mine. So mind your own fucking business and quit nattering and wondering, well, geez, but Kate, I'm needing some proof before I shut the fuck up. There's more proof out there than you could shake a fucking stick at. Google legal name fraud. Here, let me do it for you, lazy fucks. Why? Because I love you this much. You having fun tonight? I'm having a great time. Well, wait till I get to the email. Oh, my God. Anyway, legal name fraud. Google it. This is you. Those that are doing the work, this is you. This is the effect you are having because you are doing the work. Watch. Legal name fraud. There it is, 0.38 seconds, even faster, but they're 262 million. That's pretty damn good. It's went up a little bit. Well, yesterday, the same as yesterday. But that's only on Google. Google it everywhere. Google it on Yahoo, which is kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yahoo it on Google. Google it on Yahoo. Who cares? Yahoo. Goo, go. Yeah, goo, sticky stuff. Go, swallow anything. I just teach you not to swallow anything because we have the there's the infinity sine wave, cosine wave on its side. K. Ku. Ku. Ki-ro E. Google. Take the pledge out. Fuck around with it. And you'll see this spirit, infinite sine, cosine wave in the Christ mind consciousness. I shit you not. Phonics rocks, doesn't it? But there you go. If you want to find out what you're up to, and this, you can Google kateofgaia if you want. You pretty much know what I'm up to. You can Google legal name fraud, and guess what? You're going to find me anyway. You're going to find you, too. Your new name is legal name fraud. Mr. and Mrs. Legal Name Fraud, okay? Does that put it in perspective enough for you? Google your name. Name means path. Your now applicable magnetic electric. So Google your own fucking name. And you're all called legal name fraud. Go and see what kind of influence you're having on consciousness we know of as the internet. You want visible proof? Ego loves that shit. Google yourself. Or Google to hell. Because if you ain't part of this legal name fraud exposure, you're already in hell. And you deserve to be there. So don't look at me, because I'm just going to look at you really, really, really quickly and say this, because I don't want to waste any time getting rid of demons. Sure to fucking tell you. Sure to fucking tell you. Sure to fucking tell you. And off you go. Because there's not a judgment in that moment. The judgment is now. The judgment is you within yourself, to see within yourself. You judge you. And have you got enough karma coins to outbalance the evil? Or are you cashing out this time with nothing? How many karma coins? How many beans did you put in your bucket, Jack? Or were you too busy emptying your bucket, and once it was empty, just start fucking taking from everyone else's bucket to make sure that your bucket list is complete, to make sure that your parasitical nature is fulfilled? Are you putting in the bucket, or are you taking from the bucket? I chose to put in to the cauldron of creation and humanity. All that I am, all that I have. They call that all in poker. If you want to get literal on it. How about this one? Ira. Go figure. Ireland. Ira. Wrath. The grapes of wrath. What is wrath, Kate? Because it sounds like you're oh yeah, I have the wrath of heaven. Directly in the face of evil. Do you have the wrath of evil? Seeking vengeance? I seek no vengeance. You don't need to seek vengeance against evil. Evil destroys itself. I just get real loud about it, you know? 7 trumpets loud about it. 7 seals loud about it. 7 thigh stirs loud about it. Capiche? 'Tis a concept. You starting to figure this out yet? Hickory dickory dock? How about vanagloria, vain and glory? Are you still living your glory days? Are you still stuck in the literal meat stick world? Talking about your high point in life? All your little high points in life? What are you doing in life right now? Why aren't you creating high points? I love creating high points every day. If you have lived your glory days, you're dead. Because I choose to live in the days of glory, and truth is the glorious glory of all. I'll be pretty vain about it. My vain, weather vain, there's no whether or not. When you get to the truth, you know exactly what you would not do. Ever. That's when the weather vane gets stuck on truth direction only. Weld it there. Or you can keep it spinning in all directions and what have you. And just to make the egos feel better, it's okay to, if you want, just take care of yourself. Be presentable as presentable is, be comfortable to the degree that you're comfortable. My attitude's very simply this: presentable to all. That's it. Be me. End of. Or better yet, here's a good one: acedia. Yeah. Sloth. Laziness. Oh, Kate, I'll get around to reading the essays and actually doing some of the work and looking at loseaname.com whenever I have the time to do it. In the meantime, would you please spoon feed me and wipe my bum for me? That's not going to work. I'll tell you right now, that just ain't going to fly. Now, these evil thoughts, they're thoughts. Action always follows thought. Oh, I think I'll go to the bathroom now, which is usually a natural response anyway. Oh, I think I'll go over here and bow to Lucifer again. Go ahead. Ink there. Aw, did they make you ink again? That's funny. The only time a squid or an octopus inks is when they're shitting themselves. What are you, an octopus? A squid? You crawl into a little fucking cave and try to change colors and hide and ink! Shoot a little mud in your shorts, huh? Octo? Pussy? Butterflies. Ever get those? Yeah, eventually the butterflies take off to heaven. Then it's just a matter of, hey, oh, you don't want to play. Oh, you're not even there. Oh, how about that? True story. These people that try to tell me about the Magic Kingdom, I fucking live there. I know lots of others that do too, eh? Isn't it crazy? Trying to tell you all about it, and it's like, no, you don't get it, do you? This is the truth. It's really easy. Just step over. So you go down to the store and you buy a kite. Brand new design. But it says it's a kite, right? You take it home. Then there's this fucking beautiful windy day shows up, and you got a perfect hill to fly a kite from. And then you turn the TV on. And then eventually the kite gets forgotten. Gets dust on it, and then your whole world burns down, and all because you just didn't bother to take that kite that you went out and bought and took it for a test drive. I'll tell you something about that kite that you didn't, let's go fly a kite moment, that you didn't bother to open. That kite that I speak of, the legal name fraud, the freedom of it, that's the kite that takes you to heaven itself. That's your Pegasus wings kite. That's your Christ mind kite. And you won't fly it. Every time you ink says you won't fly it. Every time you think that you need to ink means you didn't fly it and you won't fly it. Don't expect your life to change then, because you're just going through the circles of the Ouroboros, the dragon eating its own tail. As programmed, as feared into, yeah. Fear's the illusion. Moves far beyond danger. Danger? Please. Yeah, let's go to the Divine Comedy. The 7 deadly sins are as follows. Lechery, lust. 1. Gluttony. 2. Greed. 3. Sloth and discouragement. 4. Oh yeah, not only being too lazy to do it yourself, but convincing others that it's just not worth the time either. By keeping going along with legal name construct shit and helping them out with it. Go ahead, discourage them from the truth. Don't tell them the legal name fraud truth. Take upon yourself their sins and your own damnation for harming another child by doing so. Those that teach legal stuff. Those that teach literal. Those that know the truth and haven't shared it. People like David Icke. People like David Wilcock. People like Santo Bonacci, etc., etc., puki ad nauseum. And then have them be the whiny greasewoods of the world, taking swings and pot shots at the truth when it's right there in front of them. Go ahead, tag team, talk behind my back. Monkey chatter me. Bite the back of my neck. Stab me in the back, please. You ain't hurting me. Stupid. Because not only are you hurting you, you are hurting others, and upon you, you take their pain for doing so by your choice. When you know the truth and you do not share it with another, rather you share the continuation of the lie, is a double cross against creation. The 7 deadly sins, that can turn the other cheek. But that other shit, that's damning the Holy Spirit. Knowing this truth and helping others stay in the matrix. Offering them legal advice. In any way, shape, or form. I don't care. Form. Any form. Any forms that get filled out, any of this bullshit, any of the monkey chatter nonsense. If you know this truth and you continue to help, or even think of continuing to help another in that legal construct, you are damning the Holy Spirit itself. That is the unforgivable. Best to make amends on that. Because it remains unforgivable as long as you do it. It's very simple. Very simple. It's been a fun day. I only had to block 2 people. I only had to kick 2 people out of heaven today for stupidity. Oh yeah, I know. I'm on fire tonight. I got to keep it entertaining. You know, it's really boring talking about the same fucking subject all the time when it's so simple, you know? That's like teaching. I'll tell you exactly what it feels like. Okay, tonight I'm going to teach you the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Legal name fraud. Lose a name, win the game. Burn Babylon. Get the word out. Be an awful short show, wouldn't it? So what am I supposed to do? I got to keep it entertaining. I got to go across the board. Talk to the, oh, well, come on, honey. Okay, do that little, okay. And, of course, the other side. Fire Dragon. Velvet, Stern, Fire. Whatever. For the dark to the absolute light. You know, I'll play them all. Excuse me. How the hell is all of humanity supposed to hear you if you can't talk to all of humanity? In all forms, in all sounds, in all levels of emotion, as perceived, and all the rest of that shit. For them to come back and go, oh, geez, Kate, you're being very emotional. No, that's you. You still don't get that, do you? See, I like using the common sense. Common sense. C-A-L-M-O-N. Common. I just silenced the Lucifer. That's it. Silence Lucifer. Take the L out of calm, and you'll be with creation itself. Then you'll have some common sense. Why, you didn't see the hidden L line in there in that sound? Sure, I brought that up at least once before. Covered enough words. Well, I guess to be sure, there it is. Brand new now. Orange kangaroo. Okay. Don't be thinking of orange kangaroos. It's an okay moment. That's all it is. It's all good. It's all good. When you really get to know me, I'm piles of fun. You just better be telling the truth, that's all. Because if you ain't telling the truth, I'm your worst fucking nightmare. True story. Just ask those that have been to the table. Why does it always feel like a commercial here? For those that have ever experienced a lie, just ask Kate what she thinks. Yeah, I'll tell you. Because I've fucking had it. I've had it with a fucking lot of you demons. Any of these? I'll go through the list one more time. We'll get the mics opened up here. I've been yabbering enough. But here, if you've got any of these running in you, any of these that you need to fix, then you have all of them to fix to one degree or another. So check your list. I'll do this substantially longer one to make it clearer. This is the one from Galatians. More of the traditional 7 sins, although the list is substantially longer. Includes things like, 10 Commandment stuff. Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, pigness, lasciviousness. Yeah, it's lasciviousness. Got it. Anyway, pigness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, variance. Well, whether emulations. Yeah, all shiny like, emulsified. Wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. Things of this nature. Cool, huh? Hey, look, smoking pot isn't included. No, that's the third eye one. Jesus talks about that. Cannabis is all you need, actually. You just need to have the right state of mind for it to work to that level. And you'll never see it if you're just using it to get stoned or run away from things. But I'll tell you what it is doing, unbeknownst to those that do smoke for whatever reason. It's actually doing your brain good. It's healing it. Just be careful that far outweighs the damage you're doing with day-to-day poisons beats Coke. You know, these poisonous peptides, Pepsis, shit like that. Through, again, this is, we talk about alcohol is why I'm I'm a totaler, like just teetotaling. Glass of wine here and there, whatever, right? They call those little indulgences, flavor indulgences, if you will. But they're still doing damage. I know this. I accept this. So I make sure I have lots of bowl handy. Because I'll tell you, I'll far outweigh that with the bowl to make sure. Here's the nice thing about being in the now, too. Doesn't matter. You're back into the self-healing anyway. It's really neat. You'll like it. Hell, you might not even look your age anymore. True story. Here, let me toss a tune on and we'll get these mics open. And let me see. 661-467-2401. And BTR listener tonight, let me see, 058. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Anyway, what are we going to play here? I know. For those that want to get an idea what it felt like to, did Kate have the child ripped from her experience? Yeah. I was in a different role. That's still the same role, but both. Let's try this on. This might give you an idea.
And bring it up. Ready to go?
Yeah, we're rolling.
We're rolling. Why Daddy Cries.
Pulls up in the driveway like she's done nothing wrong. It's Sunday night and the girls are packed again. It's one more week that he'll be missing, one more week he won't be kissing his angels as he tucks them into bed. She'll be talking more arrangements, just more words that he won't hear. All he's doing now is holding back the rain. It takes everything and then some to pay this weekly ransom that a cheating wife and best friend make him pay. He watches as they back up, then slowly disappear. Strains to see them one more time with blurry eyes. He makes his way back up the driveway, hoping no one sees the tears, and inside he hopes they know why Daddy cries. Why Daddy cries, he's lost a piece of heaven. Why Daddy cries, it's time he'll never see, until he has them home again and safely in his arms. The only reason, that's why Daddy cries. He walks into the bedrooms and he feels the emptiness that was full of life, not 5 minutes gone. He listens for the echoes that only he can hear, doing time for someone else's selfish wrong. At night when he's not sleeping, he'll get up and walk the floors. Out of habit he will check in on the girls. It's when he sees the empty pillows, he becomes the weeping willow. In a forest lost, he's in another world. Then the questions follow that will ramble till the morn, and will haunt him every minute of the day. It's the days that he'll be counting one by one to give him peace. knowing soon his girls will be home with him again. Why Daddy cries, he's lost a piece of heaven. Why Daddy cries, it's time he'll never see, until he has them home again, and safely in his arms, the only reason, that's why Daddy cries. He'll be waiting in the kitchen, he'll be staring at the clock, and wondering if she'll be late again. He'll be watching out the window till he sees them down the road. It's only then he'll cry a different kind of rain. My Daddy cries, he's lost a piece of heaven. Why Daddy cries, it's time he'll never see, until he has them home again, safely in his arms, the only reason, that's why Daddy cries. Until he has them home again, safely in his arms, the only reason, why Daddy cries.
Yeah, do you know how many times I had to actually play that song before I could play it live? Do you know how many times I had to rip my soul out writing that song? You see, it's very easy for someone to look at someone on a stage and go, oh, what a pretty song. Wow. But they didn't count the dozens of times that I had to fight to sing it without crying. When you write that deep, there are songs that do that. But to all others that didn't have that experience, being able to find the strength to actually deliver it, you'll never understand it. You'll hear it. You'll get an idea. I lived it. But I do my best. I'll convey the message as I can. And that's all. Again, 661-467-2401 to call in. BTR listener 058. And we got Pa at the table tonight. So I did want to touch on the RH negative eye color for D as well. Something that I love finding things in the, again, blonde hair, blue eye. That's me, right? So I have to, of course, a house full of Ari-ons, right? Emily, Hillary, Sue, myself, all blonde hair, blue-eyed Ari-ons. Ari, again, of the Most High, Yan, creation. Divine feminine, oh look, negative source. Right? It's not negative as in bad, it is the void. Source void. So that's what an Aryan is. It's not some fucking goosed up and East Indian whatever. It's phonetics. It means heart of, it's the Most High heart of the Most High. Yanari or Aryan, heart of the Most High heart. One who stands in truth. That's what it means. And this whole, we're down to what, 15%. It's really neat to see where the blonde hair, blue eyes across the light eyes in general. That includes green as well. Don't worry, you'll be able to see. It's just very interesting. Where do they show up? Oh, look at this. Let me see. They're sourced throughout, all the way from east of northern India up to the bottom part of Russia, all the way across North Africa. Well, the top part of North Africa, through Europe, good portion of Europe. And United Kingdom, Scandinavia, Iceland, Spain, Mexico, Chile, and South Africa. The rest of the world, that's where it's sourced. Again, I use these as observationals from my life experience to see what is the anagogic that it's teaching me, not what it is about. Oh, I'm blonde hair, blue eyed, Aryan, goose stepping, better get a Hitler. No. No, that's what a literalist, monkey subjective fuckwad would do. No, it's a representation. That's all it is, and of course. It's a spiritual bloodline. It's not a physical one. It's a spiritual one. Okay? Don't know what else to get into with this. Again, what do we got? Here is the results within the Rh negative study group. This is typically, where were we? Where's the chart? Okay. General eye colors. Here's a chart for the general public results within Europe, Scandinavia, America, and Australia. All right? So, 23% green, 15% blue, 62% brown. Right. It's a very anagogic article. I don't want to get into reading it all, but it talks about the 12 tribes of Israel. The 13th tribe is the Aryan. Tribe of Benjamin. That's all it's telling you. It doesn't matter in the most literal sense what your eye color is. Oh no, I've got brown eyes. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? Your heart will do that. So don't worry about your physical literal. I just happen to have it as a physical literal clue. Doesn't make me special, it's just a motherfucking clue. It's like being a tranny, just like being Irish, just like... All of these are clues for the game piece. Not me. I'm me. I'm playing the game here, not the game playing me. I'll be the one who wields the tool society while they're being tools in society. You can spell it any way you want. 2L, as in going towards Lucifer. To all of Lucifer. Tool. Crucified in duality of the intent of Lucifer consciousness. THULE. It's plenty of other stuff. Just works. Anyway, I just wanted to cover that. Probably send D. Washimoto off on another trail. Yeah, we're closing the hatch pretty quick now, huh? Email after email, complete after complete. It's beautiful. Pa, you there? Sounds like we're going to have some fun. There you are. Sort of. Oh, okay, you guys are there, but I can barely hear you, Christian. There's a bad buzz, so I don't know what that is. Because I was wondering last night, because, you know, you're normally talkative, you guys. Yeah, now it's just a hiss.
Can you hear me now?
There you are. Hi.
Hello. I was trying to talk last night. I don't know what the heck's going on with my phone.
That was Christian, wasn't it?
Yeah, he wanted to say hello to everyone.
Remember me?
Not at all.
I'm here for a while.
Yeah,
Man,
Christ Ianu. Hey, Christ Ianu, I know you. You gonna help us check for ID? Yeah, you gonna help us check for ID at the gate?
Hell, I'm 11 now, but I'm about hi. I was 10 whenever we met. Remember me? Named Christian.
He knows it.
He's
just being funny.
I know, the Christ Ion. I just want to know if you're gonna, help us check for demon ID at the gate so that no one gets through. You there? Perfect. I'll bring the.
Help.
There we go. Yeah, you just hang out and hey, tell you what, I'll point them out. You hoof. Cool.
All right.
All right. We'll take turns at hoofing because that's always fun, kicking demons to hell. It's always a good game to play. Yeah. Anyway, so how you been? It has been a while, love.
Yeah, very, very long time. Yeah, but I'm 11 now. I live in the country now, and I ride 4-wheelers. Yeah.
So you're doing okay.
Now.
Yeah, you're doing okay, right? You're getting the word out, because I know your dad.
Yeah, well, everyone we meet, we try to spread the word. We try to let everyone we meet know.
That's all it takes.
I haven't forgotten about anyone on the show yet.
Oh, of course not. No. Nor has anyone forgot you. It's again, this is where we come to gather together, and it's not rocket science, guys. I mean, hey, even a kid can do it. True story. I just like being a kid. That's all. You thought I was talking about Christian? No, that's all of us here. Kids know how to play.
We all have an inner kid.
Yeah, they all just go to work.
Screw work.
Well, there's good work and there's not good work, so we won't say that completely. Just to be on both sides of that one, you know. And that's hang on, Christian. That's not to be divided on. That's actually to be unified on it. It just depends on what work you're doing. Because I don't care. It's like this: if two people working in the ammunition factory are working side by side, I'll tell you the one that's actually doing the good work, even while they're doing the death work, is the one becoming aware of legal name fraud and passing it on down the line. That's doing the good work.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about work like that word job. That's the type of work I don't like. Now, I'm in the middle of making a coffee table with my dad out of wood we got for free, but that type of work, oh yeah, sign me up, but for that word job, no.
Okay, well let's make it phonetically perfect then. Humanity is out doing Lucifer's job, while there are those of us out doing creation's Job. It requires patience.
Yeah.
It's a true story. Good things come to those who have the patience for it. And truth takes a little patience. Don't worry, you'll get to the end of your rope, but you'll never fall off. That's when it snaps back and you're going, wow. A great series of videos. They were done back in, I think, 2011 regarding Nibiru. Did you ever see these guys that they'll show you Venus or Mercury or something, the bright lights on the stereo left or stereo right pictures? You see the bright specks? Those aren't planets. I've been looking at it for a while and going, how the hell can that be Venus? And how the hell can that be Mercury? And how the planets don't reflect or don't shine brightly. They reflect. They actually show up as dark orbs.
Yeah,
so what you're looking at there, and the YouTube channel, Igor sent it out yesterday. I thought, well, it's part of the trail, and that's where I'm on. And it's the YouTube channel is Debbie Blues, DEBIEBLUES, I believe. Well, it's on YouTube anyway, and it's the one regarding Nibiru. And it's a 5. Watch all 5. You'll have your mind melted. Because this individual went to some serious... See, what they've done... Remember how I've talked about you see in 24 frames per second, and creation is roughly around 65 trillion per second? What you're doing here, when you have people that are like that collect all of this data, then play it like a... Did you ever see those books that had that you could flip the pages and see a cartoon in the corner of the book? Did you ever see those?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they're doing with every day, and they're putting the cartoon together, and they're playing it in one quick strip. So what they're doing is condensing literally years of observation into 2 or 3 minute clip. sort of like watching a seed grow with still photography, stop motion, where you can see a seed get planted and grow to a full rose in about 30 seconds or a minute. And that's what this being has done with the showing you the movement of these stars that have been claimed to be planets on these scientific NASA sites. They're not planets. They're suns. There's 3 of them. There's actually more than that, but you'll see, and some beautiful close-ups to show you the fiery dragon and the divine feminine aspect. I watched it last night. I watched John Wick last night too. What? Yeah, I'm the boogeyman, all right. Do you know when they sent for John Wick? He wasn't the boogeyman. He was the one they sent to kill the boogeyman. Yeah, that's what we do here. We kill the boogeyman called legal name illusion. It's just a boogeyman you're afraid of. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. You know me.
Hey,
So what else?
Speaking of watching seeds grow, me and my dad started a little garden, and we're doing things off of a book called Anastasia, and we clean off the seeds because we don't know if it's got GMO on it or not. So we clean off the seeds, put them under our tongue for like, what was it, 5 minutes? Yeah, and so we put them under our tongue for 5 minutes, get the saliva all on it, spit them out, put them in a little dirt patch and some inside gardener thing we got, and we've just been waiting for them all to grow. We're growing basils, bell peppers, and jalapenos, and right now they're all growing. The edible parts are starting to bloom out, and it's looking very good. It's about time to move them outside with our strawberries, which we walked in the dirt on.
Hey, Kate, I know you talk a lot about creating the world around us and that we're co-creators. And I've been trying to put that into practice ever since I come across you, I guess about 1.5 years ago now. And I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal by no means, because I know you hate that. But the work you're doing, right. But the work you're doing is just unbelievable. Please keep it up. Thank you for, all your blood, sweat, and tears.
The kids matter. Honey, it's as simple as this. The children matter. That's it.
I agree.
Find me a greater motivator than that.
I can't think of one.
Neither could I.
But me and Kristen, we literally, physically create our world around us. And
I was moving the wind the other day.
Truly. And I'm convinced, and he's convinced, that every time he put his hands a certain way, the wind would blow, and if he stopped, it would stop.
Are you finding your wings? You're finding your wings. Look at you go.
and I had said that I wanted to do some type of working with my hands, so that's why we started, the gardening. Neither one of us know anything about it, but the plants are coming along great. And I think it's because another thing you talk a lot about is your intentions. And my intent was not to ever go get another job. I literally have had them calling me, wanting me to, go to work for them. And I don't want a job. I want to work, but not a job. But I didn't, in order to build stuff out of wood, you have to have wood. And I've got this company up the road from me, about 5 miles. I seen a bunch of wood out there, so I stopped and just asked them, hey, you got any stuff you want to throw away? Well, come to find out, he gave me a ton of wood, so much that I couldn't fit it all in the truck, and I had to come back with the trailer, and now I've not met up with him. I keep missing them. Well, today I missed them again. I have a truck, I have a trailer, and I have some help, and I have no wood to get. And I listened to my inside, and something told me, pull in this road. So I pull in this road that divides 2 other companies, which are right next door to this guy's company, and something told me to go there. And I told my son-in-law and Christian, I said, something's telling me to pull in here. So I just pulled in there, and I walk inside. I said, hey, I'm so-and-so, and, you know, I'm making, you know, benches and swings and stuff like that on those pallets. Notice you got some pallets. I noticed you have some pallets in the back, and come to find out, there was 55 pallets back there, and they gave them to me. I could have not put one more on the truck or the trailer than we had. I mean, I now have 55 pallets, and I counted them, and an unbelievable amount of 2x4s and just other wood. Now, you know, 3 days ago I had no wood.
So creation is doing its thing, okay? Then you're all right with just accepting everything in abundance in your reality. Seems to be going okay for you.
Well, Kate, I'm afraid it was always there. I just wasn't listening to it. Today,
Paul, that's not.
Something told me to pull in there.
Yeah, that's called creation. Follow your heart.
There you go. Anyway, just another notch for you. I mean, literally, it literally manifests in front of me.
Well,
that's just a notch for truth. I'm just sharing truth.
Yeah.
We got so many pallets, and my father said that he wanted to count them all, and I was so hungry at the time because I had helped them carry it all to the trailer, and it sucked. But so he said he wanted to count it, so I just said, nope, have fun with that. I'm going and eating because there were so many pallets. And now we built this bench, so now we're trying to build a coffee table to go with it.
Nice. Yeah.
And we don't have a dime invested in any of it.
No, you have your heart. You don't need money for that.
Well, I truly learned to live without it. You know, if I have it, I don't mind having it. To me, it's a tool. You know, the more I have, the more I can give away or the more I can help someone. But, yeah, I don't need it. I don't have to have it. Don't have to have it. You know, and I made 6 digits a year for several years in a row. You know, I've been on both sides. And I don't know. I've learned to live without it. I know that may sound crazy to maybe some of the new people, but you can live without it.
Yeah. Prime example, just to be on the both sides of the coin with you, when I literally threw my business to the floor, the dirt that I had built for years. Last year, a business I cleared, because I never dealt with governments and shit. You know, if people want to talk in the literal monetary sense, well over $120,000 cash. Threw it away. So I know what it's like to and living in a tent, penniless. Yes, been there. Both sides of the coin. I get it. Here's the good news, and this is exactly what those of us that are sharing this do. You know, Paul, Christian, you can jump in by this. Once you do step into it, miracles happen.
That's a fact.
Oh, it's a fact.
Well, me and my dad were in the car on our way home from Fred's today, getting my sister some pills or whatever. So we were in the car on our way home, and we were talking about money, right? And eventually, me and my father said that if a $100 bill don't have the 100, it's useless. And if a $100 bill don't have the signature on it, it's useless. Just a piece of paper.
That's all it is. Yeah. Go ahead and drop some Monopoly money and go and see if you can pass it off. And people will laugh at you. And I said, will you take this just because somebody else drew it?
Well,
yeah, there's your druid. There's your druid. Look at that. They drew it. Druid. Truth mirrored. Oh, my. There's one I hadn't seen before. Druid. Drew it.
Well, Well, I say screw money because I've loved living without it. I've loved my father not having a job. I've loved being able to spend so much time with him because we've been able to do father and son things. We've been able to hang out all the time. That's probably why I ain't been on the show in so long, because me and my father have been busy building a clubhouse together, a tree house outside. It's awesome. We're planning on making a metropolis and having like 4 floors to it and stuff, but I have loved living without money because I get to spend time with my dad.
Perfect. Oh, and for those interested, this I just came to my attention. I have never seen it, but if anyone wants to, the last seminar that I was at, the Dean Clifford's seminar, the one he got arrested at the next day. For anyone that wants to see that, it starts around the 34-minute mark. Wants to see that seminar that I was at. This is the actual seminar that Dean was arrested at the next day. This was the last time Dean did a seminar. And well, no more harming people by spreading lies. That's all this is with him. He just needs to figure out. He's close. He's getting closer and closer. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll post the link to the Facebook, and again, ignore what Dean is saying. In any legal sense, I'm going to give you a disclaimer on that. Everything we're 90 seconds out. Anything that Dean is sharing in this is absolute bullshit, and there might actually be some remnants of program in what I haven't seen it, so I'll go back through it just to see where I was at that moment in time as well, to see where my contrast is and what I've unveiled within myself. It's a great way to cross-check yourself. We're almost going into the rollover here. Don't forget, we have GNIP coming up after this as well. So we've got an hour of rollover. 661-467-2401. BTR listener 058. And come on in. Anyway, there you go, guys. Carry on.
Hey, I have one more thing to say before I'm done. I just want anyone listening right now to listen to this. Think about it. Your kids go to school for 7, I don't know how many hours a day for school, and the only time that they're home, the parent is out at work, because the only time you see your child is at night, and you never get to spend time with them except on Sunday. Think about it. They keep us busy for so long, so we don't get to see each other. We don't get to spend time together. They separate the kid and the parent from each other for so long, and why do we do that to ourselves is what I want to know. Why do we do that?
Good question. We'll put that out to the supposed adults out there, shall we? Just saying. Apparently they got it figured out. No, but anyway, there you go. Sorry, just posting. I'm still listening. Go ahead, guys. We got a couple of mics open here, so I'm waiting for people to come in. I talk all the time. Actually, Paul, you actually said enough when you said, Kate, you talk a lot. All I talk about is for you to see this reality that you're hearing about. Better world, isn't it?
Well, we all talk a lot. That's me and Dad for you. That's me and my father. We all talk a lot. That's what we have in common.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, just writing, ignore all legal shite. It is legal shite. And
I kind of miss Dean Clifford. I wish he would start speaking the truth so he can come out and rejoin us.
Yeah, he's been locked up for way too long.
Well, whose fault is it?
It's his.
His own fault. He's creating the reality. He's the one being the belligerent. He still hasn't figured out that legal name is the fraud. He's still contesting the fact that it's his name, and it's got nothing to do with him. One, it's not his intellectual property. He didn't think of it. And two, the body he's walking around in was created and built by mom and dad. The body was registered, and the intellectual property was registered. And if you claim to be either of those, you're toast.
Well, it don't take a genius to figure this out. I have an 11-year-old that is sitting beside me that absolutely gets it, and I know Dean to be intelligent as shit. So I don't know what he's missing.
Yep. Well, that's the problem with it. Hang on, I'll tell you what they're missing. I keep telling people what they're missing. They're caught up in the intellectualisms of the logics within the box logics. They're not thinking with their third eye. They're thinking with their brain. Third eye is when you seek the concept. You shape the picture. Thinking is, well, I have to do this and better go and do that. And but you know, the literal monkey chatter of day-to-day normal living. Okay? The intellectuals are the most difficult ones to talk to. They're the easiest to talk to in the intellectual sense as long as you're tickling their intellectual nonsense. Staying literal. Well, you know, I know this about the pyramids, and, you know, they were built in this time, and this is the math, and that's literal intellectualism. That's bullshit. See,
I'm glad I'm a dumb.
Well, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in America?
Well, right, yeah, and here's the thing. I could sit and talk about the Egyptian pyramids, and it would be interesting, and you would learn, and, you know, and there'd be a lot of things that you know that I know, and you'll keep in that box forever. It's basically talking about the same hockey game over and over, about every different play in it, without understanding, well, who won the game? Well, I don't know, I was just too busy watching that puck over there. That's what happens. So, Christian, you got the idea that legal name is fraud, that the contract that registered the name that the legal name that you thought was yours was registered and property of mom and dad. They thought of it, and they made your body, right? So it has nothing to do with you. You know that, right? Even your dad knows that. Isn't it great being able to get along with your kid that well, huh? You're both free. That's the miracle.
Well, I think you ran my dad off. He's saying he needs to call my brother, so right now it's just me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not hard to understand, is it? You get it. I know you get it.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. It's not hard. Oh, here we go. We get some... Hey, listen, guys, hang on a sec, Christian. We got Christian in tonight. It's not very often we get him in, so, excuse me, if you want to get an education, come and talk to a real adult. You can hang out with Christian and I. And Pa, and a few others.
Imagine that, 11-year-old child knowing more than what most 4-year-olds know.
Exactly. And humanity calls itself what, Christian? Grown up? I don't know. I'd go out and I'd rather go out and play baseball. What do you think? Like just hang out and go, you know, hang out down by the river or something. Is that a whole lot better?
Right. But I think why most people can't believe most of the stuff we say on the table is because they're not willing to listen.
And if for those that were listening, you heard it. You heard it. Things that you see? This is someone that knows that there is the oneness of the we here. Pay attention to that, yes. Right, Libby?
Oh, wow. Christian, Pa, my heart is just fluttering with joy hearing your story. No truer words than, what do you do with your day? You never get to see your kid, and now you get to be with your child. Oh, my God, and your child gets to be your teacher and our teacher. I love you, Christian. I love you, Pa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Paul is back. He finally got out of the old men's room, apparently.
Well, I'm
Hello.
Hello, Pa.
Hello.
They're so honest.
I love it. I'm just so grateful to be able to hear Christian tell it like it is and really understand even deeper than many of us. Wow.
Yeah, he blows my mind daily. It's unreal how I guess it's just they're closer to the truth because they don't have all the brainwashing, and thank God his dad come across kateofgaia, when he did.
Yeah.
I think it's all perfect timing. I can't wait till this boy's old enough to have a driver's license and old enough to vote and all that shit. Not that he'll ever do any of the above.
Yeah, just so I can not do any of the above.
I just have to do the. I have to do the. Hang on! Whoa! Enough of the future will be was past tenseness. This game is happening right now. Get your minds on getting the word out. Don't worry about it. See those literals? Please,
Kate,
please be mindful. Please be mindful. Thank you. Look at what you're creating. Do not tell me you can move the wind. Careful. That's the wind of creation when the mouth is moving. Go ahead. Just had to get in there. Ooh.
Thank you for bringing us back to the now. Orange Kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I play my own one daily. Once I open my mouth, God only knows what crap might fall out.
Well, that's the thing when you stop and literally think first. Remember Prometheus? Think first before you say anything. You see, saying is the act. Oh, you thought it was a cause. No. No, it's the thought is the cause reinforced by the agreement of the effect of the words. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You guys can see it finally. So let's get right home to 0 point, shall we? Yes, you are that powerful. Hate to tell you, love to tell you, all at the same time. Take the helm, guys. I'm going to top up my coffee. I'll be right back.
Woohoo! Coffee break. We live it. But it's fine.
So, Christian, tell me more about your clubhouse you're making.
Well, it's got a fireman pole you can slide down from the top. So yeah, right now me and my father are planning on building 4 more floors just to use another pole that we found. Because we have this big pole sitting in front of the clubhouse and nothing to do with it yet, so we need to build the next 3 floors.
Yeah, we got I found them a 12, maybe 15-foot pole, and got that rigged up so he can slide down, and then I went and found 3 40-foot poles, so now we got to go higher to allow more sliding action, I guess you could say. But my son bought this piece of property, and the guy that lived here, he left just a lot of odds and ends around, a lot of metal, and there was some tables. Every time I see one of these tables, I think of Lucille Ball in the Chocolate Factory. I don't know if you ever seen her try to keep up with the chocolates, and she's eating them and stuff them in the shirt and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a table similar to that, not like a conveyor belt, but it has rollers on it, and you can, stand at one end and just roll it across, and he had 2 of these tables, and I thought, well, I don't know what he used them for, and I definitely don't know what I could use them for, but for some reason, a slide, I just kept picturing making a slide out of it. Well, he had 2 of them, and they just literally connect right together, I guess, so you can have, the conveyor belt as long as you want it. Well, anyway, so that's what I did. I connected the 2, and I probably have the world's fastest slide coming out of his clubhouse.
Literally a conveyor belt?
Yeah.
Like the gravity helps it and the conveyor belt helps it.
Yeah, these metal rollers send you zooming down. I'm the only adult that has tried it. Now, all the kids have tried it and loved it, but it's so fast that the adults are scared of it.
Brooke tried it.
Okay, I'm sorry. My oldest, Anyway, my girl tried it, I'm being told. But Yeah. So there's a door going to that. Once you go inside the clubhouse, there's a door going to that. He's got carpet. He's got a window. We have a window unit that we're going to hook up come the summertime, so he's got AC in there. Let's see. It's right now it's 2 stories. I've got a couple swings and the teeter-totter, for lack of a better word, on the first floor. And, of course, he's got a roof on it, so, neither the first floor or the second floor gets any rain in it.
Wow, you're making your own yellow brick road. Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Just beautiful.
We're gonna build a city out of it, is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're expecting
I want the kids in Canada to hear about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when it costs them a dime, but it's gonna be enormous. We keep going into the woods and finding abandoned shacks and stuff, and get all the wood we want from there. And now I've got a couple companies giving me wood, so I've got more wood than I know what to do with. But yeah, we'll figure something to do with it.
That I don't even want the kids in Canada to know about it. I want the kids in China to know about it. Maybe a couple of kids on Mars.
Then we got a tree swing beside it, and I don't know. Somebody gave me this $1,500 clubhouse at one of those you buy and assemble most of it yourself. They gave it to me and want me to attach it to it. So I'm gonna have like a little kitty section, and then I'm gonna call it. My wife says I spend more time out there than Christian does. But it's considering we had no blueprints or never really built anything before, it turned out really, really sturdy and really, really well.
Well, the reason I'm not out there that often anymore is because it's literally been snowing where I live.
Yeah, it don't snow in Louisiana. We've got it twice in a week. That's
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Apparently someone else in the White House wanted snow or something. I don't know. All I know is they reversed engines on the chemtrails.
Yeah, it's interesting out there, the ice. I've been hacking at ice, so I sure understand the weather is changing. But hey, you guys are making your own little your own little yellow brick road, your own little fun house. I love it. I just love what you're creating and the time you're getting to spend with your dad. Wow. Beautiful.
I love it too. That's my favorite part, being able to be done with my dad.
Yeah.
Up until now, I've never been able to do that. Something they don't allow you to do when you're in school or working.
That's right. Now you see how we get divided and separated from everyone. And here we get to unite again. Yay.
You don't know how much I want to go back to school just so I can hand my teacher a copy of Babylon is False.
Nothing like getting a little vengeance of truth, eh? Sorry, that's an oxymoron. I love that one. Get even with the truth. And they'll find love, too. They'll find truth themselves. Oh, they won't. At least that way you'll know who you're talking to.
Coffee, okay?
Oh, it's good. I'm just sitting back listening to you guys. It's good. I like being quiet. Just don't lie. That'll keep me shut up. It depends on your definition of lie. Well, a lie is anything that would create a deception upon another in all forms of common speak. Not you, the common speak. It's what we've been kind of programmed into. So it's got nothing to do with you. It's just a program. I'm just here to shred the program. That's all. Pay very close. I listen very closely to you, closer than anyone ever has, likely. And you get real good at listening to yourself. When I do it that close, you start listening that close. You notice? And then when you listen that close, you start hearing the same things I'm hearing that close because you're listening that close because I listened that close to you. You can't expect someone to listen close to you unless you were listening close to them. True or false?
True.
Yeah, I just changed my... Yeah, that's the whole idea of doing the anagogic dance.
No, I'm just playing. I'm with you.
I know you are. I know you are.
All that was going on in my head was creeping me out because how close you are to me. I was just thinking, whoa, back off, buddy. Too close.
Yeah, you've got this unique ability. Me and Kristen was talking about you earlier today, and it was all good, but this ability to know someone just by the sound that comes out of their mouth. It boggles my mind that you have this gift that you have. You really got the whole font down.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. When you finally dispense of the ego being in control of you, where you use it now as the tool, what happens then is all of that fog of war of, wait a minute, you think I'm this and you think, that is irrelevant. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't. This is the joy of it. I don't care what anybody thinks. I only know truth. That's not going to change me. That's the same as trying to say, shift me off 1 + 1 = 2 and everyone disagreeing with it. Would you move off that one? No? Me either. So that's what happens when you finally get the tool under full control. Not full control, full control. And then what happens, what really is neat about it, is that your ears, your heart actually become connected. That's the Trinity, the two ears, listening for the tone, and that's when you hear the feel. It's a feel. It's instantaneous. It's not a, I wonder if. It's an absolute, I know. I hear you. Yes, I hear you. Because when you learn to listen close to yourself, the best way to practice that is to listen very closely to everyone else. It works in the mirror perfectly. And that's what happens in the now moment. And you can't miss a trick. It's all presented to you in the now.
Well, you know how I look at it? I say 2 + 2 = fish. I say that the government makes up whatever numbers or whatever math or whatever you call it nowadays. They change the name often.
Mm-hmm.
They just make whatever they want. So I say 2 + 2 = fish from now on.
I think what he's saying is he's going to have his own definitions.
Yeah, that's the whole idea of definition, of your own definition. What do you want the spell to mean? Well, I change all mine into the heart of the Most High. So every word that comes out of my face is always saying, heart of the Most High, heart of the Most High, heart of the Most High. But what you're hearing is, for the most part, is what is called common speak, where I know what I'm saying. Cool, huh?
Yep.
I've been researching into definitions pretty recently now, but
I think you'd have a lot of fun. You want to have some fun? Go to etymology. Go play with words without the prefixes and suffixes, and what do you see? You want to play with words? There's the definitions. There's the best place, because you're going to see all of the historical references and the transformations of the words, and you will see the snake itself. It's pretty cool.
And what did you call that? Etymology? What is it?
Etymology. Etymology.
All right.
well, oh man, I just had something in my brain. Oh yeah, I'm researching definitions, so to speak. I'm just now trying to find out what the heck can they call a blind person nowadays.
Okay, well here, let's get into some specifics, okay, so that people can have the tools to play this. For those that don't know, the suffix of ology simply means the study of. Now, what I want you to do now is give me a different sound for etymology. To describe the serpent, the many-headed hydra snake that a word does to consume you. Come on, phonics. How many ways can you sound out an E? Etymology?
Etymology.
Etymology or etymology? Oh, yeah, they'll eat you up. They'll eat you alive, literally. Do not be caught in the spell. The letter kills, remember? Only the living spirit, the sound, the voice lives. Don't get caught in the spell. dispel all the words. You've been in the God spell for too long. It's time to spread the God spell, legal name fraud, because that is the spell upon the creation itself, the God spell. So spread the gospel. Tell everyone about the God spell, legal name fraud. They're all spellbound by it. Literally. Paper dolls of death. Zombies, RFID chipped FEMA camp head donators. And I will tell you, it's very simple. Once you see this, none of that garbage matters. None of it. Chemtrails, none of it. Illuminati, none of it. Masonic, none of it. Reptilians, none of it. Everything in your absolute reality around you, none of it matters. Not a one thing of it. It is all and only created through the spell. And you are bound to the spell through the legal name if you even think that is you. Because you are agreeing with an intellectual, spiritual contract with mom and dad. They thought of the name. If you think it's yours, then you're completing the fire triangle and you're the fuel. Remember, wood, you got fuel, you got heat, oxygen, breath of life, mom, heat, dad, little friction, fuel, you. Put the fire out. Remove yourself from Lucifer's fire triangle. This is Prometheus giving you the true fire. You're it, not the fuel or the fool. You choose. Legal name says you're the fuel for someone else's fire, and you will light the fires of hell. And I'll be very happy to be standing there throwing in all sorts of fools, because there'll only be demons when we do. We clean house on this one. All easy off oven-like. I just turn the heat up. You see, the thing is, most people have heat in the ego, but it's not enough to clean their oven. So they haven't got it up to the self-cleaning temperature yet. So I'm in. Turn the heat right up. Throw a little easy off action in there as well. To burn off all of the crap. To turn it to ash. And from there you will rise. True story. You got to get past this phoenix first. And there's quite a few of us now. Good luck with that. Sarcasm. Funny how the phonics and the allegories work, eh? Isn't it a wonderful dance? Every story blending into every story, every allegory blending into every allegory. An allegory and literal are the exact same things. Literally. Now that we remove the allegory, the nonsense of the duality reality, where it is literal, proven through phonics, easy. Let's go shoot the bull. Does anyone else know what I mean? Of course you do. I didn't have to say let's go talk, but I did. Let's go shoot the bull. Same thing. An allegory and a literal are two different things that carry the exact same intention. You've been caught right in the middle of them. Only seeing beyond that will allow you to see that. And you will never see that until you know who you are. And it's just a change of mind. It's just a change. Oh, my. You think I'm pulling, literally physically pulling teeth out of your head, and all I'm saying, change your mind. Just change your mind. Are you dead or alive? Well, I'm alive. Okay. Got ID? Yeah. No, you're dead. You're agreeing to be dead. All right. How about you just change your mind for a second? Let me show you. I didn't say go jump through the hoops and do this and close that. We've done all that, right? And some people say, well, if you want to, you're wasting time. We already know. We don't need to prove the devil in the details anymore, do we? Really? It's been how long? All we need to do is get the word out. Start challenging these monkeys. Hey, Jordan Maxwell, how come you're not talking about the legal name fraud? And why are you hanging around in a fraudulent court because you don't know who you are looking for your little grovel bits? Hey, Sona Bonacci, how come you're hanging out with Sasha Stone not talking about the legal name fraud, just talking about the literals around it caught in a logical box? The birth certificate means this and this, but you don't go to the full details of what it's doing to the soul. No. So what are you doing, Santo? Shilling are we now? How about you, Vinny Eastwood? I don't hear you talking about legal name fraud. I think you're far more concerned about how you look on camera and how stupidly funny you must fucking think you are, when really you're just a retard. How about you, Alex Jones? You just going to sit there and get fatter and fatter by the day, Bill Hicks, or whatever the fuck you want to go by? I don't hear you talking about the truth. I don't hear you talking about legal name fraud. I don't hear any of them talking about that. Maybe throw a little challenge at them. How come you're not talking about the legal name fraud that has humanity enslaved? How come you're not talking about that? Because here's the joy of you doing that, because you know it's true. You don't think it's true, you fucking know it's true. So do I. Not only do we know it's true, for all of the little egos, all the proof you need is there. But don't expect to understand it if you can't stand it. You got to stand it to understand it. Let's go back to satsang, guru man. But kid, I'm needing physical proof before I do something. Yeah, well, we have all that. But that's humanity's bane. I ain't going to try it, you try it. I ain't going to try it, you try it. Hey, let's throw it over to Kate and everyone else there that actually has some gumption to go out and save a child. Let's ask them if they like it. Life cereal. Fucking right, man. It's got all the cornucopia in that cereal. Truth. But you got to try it. And don't tell me you don't like it. How can you tell me what you like and don't like if you haven't tried it? Telling me you don't like something and you have never tried it makes you a liar. How can you make a claim like that? Well, it just looks, well, it doesn't, I don't care what it looks like. I mean, I've seen some pretty disgusting looking tapioca pudding, looks like. You know? Tastes great, though. Truth tastes awesome. It's very sweet on the tongue. You just have to be done with death, that's all. If you're not done with death, well, don't worry. It's coming swiftly, and it will come as a thief in the night very swiftly. Tick-tock. Went through the Mayan calendar. Things are lining up perfectly. Nothing like a duality Earth around the 18th of March. The two Earths. It's almost like a splitting, atom-splitting event. You might want to go with a more complex atom on this one. You might go up like a hydrogen bomb otherwise. You little dot in the center of your own little universe thinking it's all about you, you egotistical little, imploder. Look at you. Trouble is you can't. An atom only changes upon observation, and if you haven't even got that, well, if you want to get scientific on it, I'll speak physics to you. Don't matter to me. I'll speak any language you want. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And Christian, yeah, he can make that claim very easily. Actually, I'll say, hey, Christian, I know people far older than me. I'm 50. Known them my whole life. Unfortunately, I didn't have all the keys to give my dad, but he was starting to catch on, and he was, 74? You certainly know more than he did. Fact. That's what makes us. Knowledge makes us equal. Truth makes us equal. Truth doesn't separate us from this illusion of age. That's the will be was. That's the I hope it will, might be, will not reality. Because anything you're creating from a past experience, in a literal sense, you're recreating in a future literal, based on an illogical lie. Going along to get along. You expect something to be different? You expect your life to be different than your parents before them, than your parents before them. As far as I can tell, they were all just a bunch of slaves living and dying for the beast. That's all I can tell. Excuse me. I don't remember any of our kin being enlightened and, sharing this most profound truth. The first one in the family to not be a Mason. Funny that. I said long ago, I am the last of the Thompson bloodline, which I am, in this physical sense. The bloodline dies with me. That's the physical one. The spiritual one, different game. Immortal life begins with me. The physical name is dead. The spiritual way is life. I just followed the way, not the name. Followed that long enough. Legal name equals fallen angel. Don't be one. Not right now. It's not a good time. Time's up. Don't be a fallen angel. Be a busy little bee. If you have to be in Babylon, be a little busy little bee in Babylon. Get the word out. Use the Babylonian world that you have to be a part of based on your day-to-day existence. Don't worry about everything else. Just get the truth out. It will all collapse and recreate for you anyway. Just stay that course. We have the key to the game, legal name fraud. That's the path. That path will lead anyone and everyone to what we speak of here, true or false. True.
True.
Then set the path for others. Show them the way. Legal name fraud. That's all you need to write. Have you heard about legal name fraud? Check it out. Google it. Do whatever. You're getting screwed, you patriots, by legal name fraud. What do you got to tell these people? The government's fucking you through legal name fraud. It's true. I mean, it might appease their selfish egos of vengeance and lust. Oh, we're getting fucked how? And then they'll go looking, and then they'll see just how fucked they really are. And we'll see if they're going to put the guns down or not. You want to pick up that pecker, Lucifer? With that sperm of lead in it? Lucifer? What kind of babies you making? Dead ones! That's right, that's what Lucifer does. The whore loves her dead babies. That's how the legal name works. Legal name equals hell. Path equal, or the way of it, the path of the name. It's just a way. Is life. It's heaven. So there's your heaven and hell. And you will not see the true hell until you actually step over in your mind and heart. And all you have to do, if you need proof, it's all there. Oh my, is it all there? But I like Ninja Rose's expression, if you can't be arsed about it, then fucking arse off. And don't worry, if you can't be arsed about it, I'll arse you off. Very quickly. True story, huh? And then they're going to hear, oh, Kate's a bitch. Kate's a bitch. Yeah, I am. When it comes to truth, I'm a right royal cunt. I won't let you get away with one lie if I can find it. That's why I listen close. But it's so fun, though. Yeah, it's like, it's mind-numbingly fun. I say that sarcastically. Oh, here we go again. Diaper changing 101. Kateofgaia. Let me get that diaper changed. Block. And that's it. I just leave it there. Pretty tough nut to crack this one, eh, Lib? What do you think? Yeah, here it is. When you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know? Do you know? Or are you still not sure? Because I fucking know. And so does a few others. We know. It's not a think, maybe, perhaps. We know.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. right to the heart. To
Oh, yeah.
the heart. The
You
legal
know,
name fraud. Just it's a very strong statement. Just say legal name fraud, and watch people fall away or gather.
Yep, it's real easy. That's your hammer and sickle, kids. That's the Grim Reaper's side right there.
Yeah.
Part the waves, the Red Sea. You'll push the evil to the left, and the good to the right. Legal name fraud. Whoosh! Watch the pharaohs run, and watch the children come. It's that magical. Here's an example of people that won't actually live the experience. Okay. We're going to go on a physical trip to Cozumel. You ever been there?
Cozumel?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, well, let me take you with me, okay? I've been there. If you want, Google Cozumel, the island,
I've heard
and have a look at all of the reefs around the island. I've dove all of them. Okay, so go to Cozumel with me. So there's me and you sitting on the beach after a dive, and, gotta grab the Corona because you got a couple hours to kill. Nice hot beach, palm trees, waves gently on the shore. The 35 Celsius, just in the zone. You know that? Okay, so that's you and I right there on the beach. And then you've got someone that's got the computer on looking at it. Can you tell me what the temperature is? Can you tell me what the smell of the air is? Can you tell me what the last dive was like? How about can you tell Libby and I how we're feeling during our conversation, having a pina colada, whatever, sitting waiting for the next dive for the boat and everything else? Can you tell me the pressure of the sand on your legs? Can you tell me the heat of the sun, the breeze in the air? Can you smell the different smells while you're looking at it from the computer? Same thing applies with the essays. Go live the vacation. Go live the adventure. Because until you get to the beach with Libby and I and whoever else is on the beach right there with me, do you see the difference? You cannot base your reality on what... Yeah, when they say you can't, the internet, you just can't... No, you can't. Because every reality in this world is a dual reality. It is both a lie and the truth. And while you will find truth on the internet, you will also find lies, feigning to be truth, to get you to the truth. One truth begets a truth. Governments are corrupt. Yes, we know. Why? Well, you see, that's true, but it's not true enough. It's only half true, because you haven't answered the why. Why? Well, because they're greedy. Yeah, that's a literal why inside the Ouroboros. I want the real why. Why are they greedy? You see what happens? Well, because programming, yes, I know. What kind of programming? Why would anyone now we're dealing with dark principalities. You finally get to the dark principality, the evil thing, that which is in you to get out of you. You are not of this world, people. You know this. Persons are of this world. They're the ones that can reflect, only like the moon. The by sun's light. They're bi-lights. They're duality lights. They can't create their own light. So they parasite the life off you to give them life, to give you the illusion that they're alive as well. And they're dead, feeding on you through the legal name fraud. All you had to do was think that you're their creation, two-dimensional dead world, to be there. Or you can draw a commission, draw a pension, just like any piece of money. Who drew it? Drew it. What druid are you worshiping? What Ari of the Most High coin? What Most High are you worshiping? The coin in your pocket? Or the silver the coin is made from that represents the truth of the Most High? It is what you think it is. It really is what you think it is. stop thinking it's an illusion, because it's creating an illusion. Get global on this one, kids. Don't worry about your immediate surroundings. When you get global on it, your immediate surroundings take care of themselves. Go and play. Get the word out. Let creation be abundant for you. I know a lot of people that, like myself, you had an issue with that whole concept at first, yeah? Yeah, me too. And then one day it just happened. Remember?
And you always receive what you need. You're always going to have what you need. Always. Not always what you want, but always what you need. And
I'll tell you
want is a whole different thing.
There's only one thing that I truly need. You know what that is? To get the word out. My whole reality is centered on getting the word out. And creation will keep me getting the word out at whatever level creation decides I'm going to get the word out. Am I getting the word out? Need is fulfilled. Greed? Whatever. I'll leave that for the meat sticks. They can fucking parasite and get into debt with creation all they want. Me? My need is fulfilled by being here, now, spreading the gospel. The child is the only need there is. That's what this need fulfills. I am need to creation on this one. And from that position, you will never move me. I stand in that kneeled position. Little bit of singularity, yeah. When you finally have what you need, it will be because you're finally standing. Funny that, eh? Mm. And when you're finally standing, oh look, the mirror, there's the quad double cross. When you're finally standing in the truth, fulfilling the need of all, then guess what creation does? It fulfills all the needs of you. And we're close. So just chill, will ya? Stop planning shit and thinking that you're going to plan shit and foisting your literal realities on others. Fulfill the need. That's all creation's asking. Just do your best. And if what you're doing is your best, then that's good enough, isn't it? True story. Baby steps or canyon jumps, could care less. As long as you're moving in that direction. Gee, a lot of pressure there, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Can you click a mouse? Oh, look at you. Can you take down an entire world government? Yeah. Did just that. This truth takes... You see, kids, this is the game. Legal name fraud. Google yourself. You took down the entire Luciferian construct. That's what we do collectively. I'd say we're doing pretty good. What do you think? Love your name, by the way, Legal Name Fraud. That's really catchy. It's going to catch on. Everybody, watch. Yeah. Well, listen, what do we got? About 15 minutes until the GNIP. So I'm going to... Was that helpful? Was that another perspective share that's helpful? Yes? No? Yep. Yes? Okay. Christian, you still there? Let me just see if he's still there. He should be. Oops. Missed a caller there. Sorry about that. Oh, two of them. Oh! Slacking bitch. Sorry, I'm a shitty radio host. I really am.
I was beginning to wonder. I was receiving messages. Was there something wrong with Blog Talk?
Sorry about that. It's just, you know me.
That's
it's
okay.
Well, how about you do just a sec while I toil in my guilt of being a shitty radio. Fuck you. Anyway, I'll get to it when I get to it. See both sides. Isn't it great? Dance with fluff. It's awesome. Could you do everyone the favor of showing the world how you fulfill the need of the child, please?
All right, we're going to have the GNIP. You could call in at 914-803-4058. And once we're up and rolling, we'll get the BTR listener number out as soon as possible.
Good stuff. Go ahead. I got a bowl going.
Yeah. Oh. Hi, Christian, if you're still listening.
Hello. I lost my voice.
Hi. Christian, I just wanted to say it's so beautiful to hear you. We love you.
I love you all too.
Just bring it. Bring it to the table.
Well, I'll be on there on GNIP as well.
Oh, yay. Great.
Yeah, so
Good stuff.
That'll be my first time.
Yay.
Hey, Christian, was anything I said in the last little while, was any of that complicated? Did you get it okay?
Oh, yeah, I got it all.
Pretty straightforward, eh?
Yeah, really straightforward.
Yeah,
but
I just want to make sure.
I don't find anything I ever hear on these shows complicated.
Can anyone Hey, Christian, one sec. Can anyone other than Christian answer the question as why did I ask Christian that question? Yeah, I know. I'm laughing too. The reason why I asked Christian that question was simply this, and I love using your life experience allegory, Christian. There you are, a super infinite being in an 11-year-old body. If an 11-year-old can get it, patriots, free men on the land, intellectuals, Franco Collins, Dean Clifford, Santa Bonacci, Jordan Maxwell, David Icke, David Wilcox, Vinnie Eastwood, Tasha Stone, all of you. If an 11-year-old child can get it, why can't you? There's a gauntlet, eh? Nice gauntlet there, eh? Look at how smart you are. Smarter than every scholar on this planet.
Thank you.
You're a smart kid, huh? Yeah, we're all smart kids here. We know the truth. Regardless of age. From 11 to 111 doesn't matter. Well, apparently all of us no legal namers are technically 115 years old. We need to be.
That's right.
I was just thinking that, yes.
That's where it came from. I was wondering where that Jane Doe came in. I thought, hey, yeah, 115, we must be smart. Thanks, Roar. Nice thought. Picked up on it. Hope you don't mind. I just thought it was a great idea, too. What a great idea, Roar.
I love being ageless. Freaking man. It's beautiful.
Hilarious. Oh, anyway, yeah, go ahead, guys. There's a few mics open here, so don't hesitate.
Well, I've got a pretty good story that I kind of wanted to tell.
We don't like those. We don't like those here. Go away. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no matter where I am, the way I know that I'm meant to be in that place is that it'll have a song that brings back memories. And no matter where I go, if it has like a radio, a music player, it'll have a song on it that brings back memories. The end.
Nobody else want to talk with Christian? Yeah. Go ahead, guys.
So everywhere you go that is the right place to go, you hear a song that brings back memories? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Then he's in the right place. He knows where he knows he's at the place he should be. We were driving down the road today, and he just brought that up. He said, Dad, you know how I know I'm where I should be at the right moment? I said, how's that? He said, because I always hear music. There'll be a song come on, and just shortly thereafter, probably within an hour after that, we were at the store, and he said, see, Dad, listen to that song. He said, that's not a popular song, but it's bringing back all kinds of memories. So to him, the music is just a way of letting him know that he's at the right place at the right time. He's exactly where he's supposed to be.
Okay, that's subjective. Let's go to the objective as to why. Here's why. If you want to know where you are truly in time and space, look around you and know why you are there from the contrast of good and evil. What is the most beautiful, benevolent, eloquent heaven? What is the most vile, filthy hell? That's why you're there. You need to see the contrast. And once you find it, you will know why you're there, and that's when you know the game is over. It's over. And I know why. Because I know where I am, when I am, how I am, who I am, and why I am. All at the same time. No research required. Just look inside and look around. Where you are is why you are. See your heaven and hell where you are. That's why it's hard to see it in the paradise, isn't it?
Christian, do you sometimes hear that music without there being music around? Like it's just you can hear it in your heart?
Yeah, sometimes I can hear it, like, in my head, like I can hear a song that I hadn't listened to, like, anytime around that, and it brings back memories, usually.
Yeah, I think I share that in that I may not be around an actual player, but I'm hearing a song that's very inspiring and encouraging and helping me understand I'm in the right place. So, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that we share that.
It is. But that's why I was asking you if it was just sometimes just in your own energy field and maybe not through technology. Or inner technology, yeah. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, sometimes it's not just technology.
Yeah. Pretty
sometimes
cool.
It's through low technology, like record players. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one of those. Man, I'm listening to crickets chirping and stuff right now, and it's so relaxing.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, we've got a bit of line garble going on with your phone there, Christian. So, and the southern accent ain't helping too much either. I love it though.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, it's beautiful.
My voice is starting to come back to me slowly. I don't know where it went. Must have ran off and got a burger or something. Maybe had a coffee break.
Yeah, it's called you're 11 years old. Don't worry about it. I love that. I love being right there where you are right now.
Sweet.
That's a bit creepy. Are you watching me in my sleep too?
In consciousness, baby, we are one. This is one family. We're just becoming aware of ourselves.
Yes.
That's all. No, and I was 11 when I was in that past tense form of now, bringing it to the now. It was only a few months into being 11, and hey, there goes the appendix. So I had the old appendix ripped out. Heaven gave me a new one. Funny that, eh?
Yeah. But it's cool that you just said that, because I was just thinking that, like, a couple of months ago was whenever My dad taught me to just be in the now, and ever since then I've been in the now.
Yeah, it works perfectly if you let it.
Yeah, his dad's not always.
What's that?
I said his dad's not always in the now, but I try to always bring myself back to the now, and I love it when you remind me of that.
Do you know what's important? More important than anything else is actually being able to say you know the difference.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. Anytime you want to find the now, just become aware of what I just told you. You'll always be in the now. Because the simple truth is, once you become aware of the literal reality and the true reality, you know when I literally have to put myself into literal reality to watch something that never ends up being literal anyway. But I can't even force myself into the literal.
I like that.
Okay? So the fact that you're aware of the now moment and the not now moment. Hey, who's self-aware? Huh? You are. Just become aware of that. When you find yourself chattering, get that moment back, because that you've stepped out of it way into the literal, and only emotion can pull you into the literal. Now zero. You feel nothing and everything if you choose in that moment. I can choose whatever emotion I want to experience and not. That means I can look at everything in terms of the most blissful or the most shitty heinous in my life experience. Like this. Let's see what's there. When you can do that, that's less under full control. And perma-now. When you get there, welcome to Miracle Land. You'll change the world, like we did. You don't need to believe it. Go and prove it. You can see it for yourself. 2.5 months ago, if you had Googled legal name fraud, you might have been lucky to get a dozen hits on it. Maybe a couple of dozen. Google it now and see what difference you've made in a couple of months just getting busy. 262 million? I'd call that exponential. Do the math.